for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame is sure that forever I reign.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to a...
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A man who won a national championship on his very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now there's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Here's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Allen now looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
17 yards brings up 2nd down at the Colts' 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Bills' first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football. Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 22-yard scamper. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're going to look to throw. Washington's got it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Allen now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Allen off the play fake. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running left, Taylor.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Taylor. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down. Allen, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 4. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up along with. Oh, he shifts past him. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Blankenship out to kick off. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Oh, they'll run the option right. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? Got to put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 164 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to have a Bills first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Brought down by Ed Oliver. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, here's the option.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. so they stay